Hi, welcome back to Wikipedia. In this episode, we're going to recap the movie Robin Hood. Please relax and enjoy the spoiler ride. Lord Robin of Locksley, an English lord and longbow master, resides in Nottingham with his lover, Marian, until being drafted to participate in the Third Crusade against the Saracens by the unscrupulous Sheriff of Nottingham. After 4 years away from England, Robin loses faith in the Crusades after he fails to stop his commander, Guy of Gisborne, from slaughtering defenseless prisoners, including a teenage lad, despite the child's father's pleadings, prompting Gisborne to send Robin home on treasonous charges. When Robin returns to Nottingham, he learns from his old friend, Friar Tuck, that the sheriff had him declared dead 2 years prior, in order to seize Robin's land and wealth, in order to continue funding the war effort at the behest of the corrupt cardinal, who had exiled the citizens of Nottingham to the coal mine town across the river. Investigating the slacks, Robin sees commoners plotting a revolt against the oppressive and exploitative rulers, and discovers Marian is now associated with their prospective leader, Paul Tillman. The prisoner whose son Robin tried to save prevents Robin from making touch with her. The man then identifies himself as which he claims means John, and suggests that he and Robin work together to stop the war by stealing the money taken from the people to fuel the church's struggle. Marian seeks for Robin after learning of his survival, but John advises him not to tell her of his plans for her own safety. Robin greatly expands and improves his skills in archery and combat through the grueling training regimen in his now decrepit manor, and begins stealing the riches that the sheriff had extorted from the townspeople, earning the nickname The Hood, while concealing his activities by masquerading as a frivolous playboy lord who supports the sheriff's regime. Marian and Robin realize the war is a plan of the church, which is also sponsoring the Saracen army to defeat the king and take ultimate authority after his death when attending a party at the cardinal's honor. On the sheriff's orders, Gisborne and his men raid the slacks in search of the Hood. Marian, despite Hall's misgivings, tries to help and runs into the Hood, whom she recognizes as Robin when she recognizes his voice. Gisborne captures John and the sheriff tortures him, but he refuses to reveal the Hood's name. When the sheriff exploits John's fate, John threatens him by promising that looking into his eyes and seeing his face will be the last thing he sees. At Marian's prodding, Robin reveals himself to the commoners and is hailed as their leader, which irritates Will. Will organizes a riot to divert the sheriff's attention away from the Saracen army, while Robin intercepts the caravan, taking the sheriff's money out of Nottingham. The townspeople are then led by Robin into a struggle against the sheriff and his corrupt forces. During the fight, Robin kisses Marian in front of Will, who witnesses it just moments before he is horrifically damaged by an explosion. He abandons Marian and the movement, disillusioned by Marian's betrayal. When the battle begins to favor the sheriff, Robin surrenders to avoid more bloodshed and is taken to the sheriff's castle to be executed. One of the guards is actually John, who had previously escaped his cell, and he finally exerts revenge on the sheriff by hanging him by the chain from the massive censer burner and leaving him dangling high up from the cathedral's roof. Robin and John fled to Sherwood Forest to reconnect with Marian and the locals who helped them, taking refuge as outlaws and dividing their regained loot. Meanwhile, a vengeful Will is approached by the cardinal, who gives him the chance to fill the power vacuum in the city. Will is selected as the new sheriff, branding Robin and his followers as criminals, with Robin defiantly challenging Will to track him down with a well-placed arrow through a wanted poster held up by Will to his town people. The end. Hope you enjoyed this recap. Kindly subscribe to this channel for more amazing recap videos like these. Remember to leave your thoughts and recommendations in the comment section below. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.